A survey of university students revealed that 64 had taken mathematics, 24 had taken chemistry, 58 had taken physics, 28 had taken mathematics and physics, 26 had taken mathematics and chemistry, 22 had taken chemistry and physics, and 14 had taken all three courses. Determine how many students only took one course. Understand the problem. We understand the problem by putting all the important details as follows. We know that there are 64 students who took mathematics, 94 students who took chemistry, and 58 students who took physics. There are 28 students who took mathematics and physics. 26 students had taken mathematics and chemistry, and there are 22 students who took chemistry and physics. Finally, there are 14 students who took mathematics, chemistry, and physics together. So we have M, C, and P, that is 14. Question is, we're going to find the number of students who signed up for mathematics, chemistry, physics alone. So we're going to put let small m, c, and p be the number of students who took the course alone. Devise a plan. After evaluating the problem, we come up with this best strategy, and that is to apply the Venn diagram as well as the working backward method. Carry out the plan. In this problem, we're going to start the solution using the Venn diagram like this. So there are three circles intended for the mathematics, chemistry, and physics. We're going to start the solution from the last quantity or given in the problem, and that is 14, who stated that there are 14 students who took all the courses together, and so we're going to put it here. Now, second is there are 22 students who took chemistry and physics. In this portion, we're going to put 22, subtract to 14, then we have 8 students. Next is 26, mathematics and chemistry. This portion, we're going to put 26 minus 14, then we have 12 students respectively. And we have mathematics and physics that has 28 here. We're going to put 28 minus to 14, then we're going to have 14 students. And we know that there are 58 students who took physics, chemistry 94, and mathematics 64. If we're going to determine who signed up alone for physics, then we're going to drop 58 here and subtract to the sum of these three numbers. So we have 14 plus 14 plus 8. And that is 58 minus 36. Then the difference is 22. Next is we're going to determine the number of students who took only chemistry. So by putting 94 here, subtract to the sum of the three numbers, 12 plus 14 plus 8. And that is 94 minus 34. Then the difference is 60. Finally, we're going to drop 64 here, then subtract to the sum of 12, 14, and another 14. And that is 64 minus 40, then we have 24 students. Look back. As a result of solving this problem, we found out that there are 24, 60, and 22 students who took mathematics, chemistry, and physics alone, respectively. This is how we solve problem number 1. Problem number 2. On May 8, 2022, Justice Mark has a certain amount in his bank account. That day, he withdraws 5,100 pesos from his ATM. After a few hours, he deposits a total of 12,450 pesos using his passbook and then writes a check for 7,900 pesos. He checks his balance at the end of the day and sees that it is 8,480 pesos. How much money did he have in the bank when the day began? Understand the problem. We can understand the problem by simply list down all the important details as follow. We knew that just this mark has a certain amount, so we put it as let X be the certain amount. Then let's do the transaction made by just this mark that day. So first withdraws amount of 5,100. He deposited a total of 12,450. Then he made a check amounting 7,900. Then he checks his balance, which has an amount of 8,480 pesos. Devise a plan. After examining and evaluating the problem, we're able to come up with a best strategy to be used in this problem, and that is the usage of equation and the working backward method. We can drop the information as follow. So we have a certain amount that is denoted as X, withdraws, which is an amount of 5,100, deposits, that is 12,450, made a check amounting 7,900, and the balance after that day is 8,480. Let's do the operation here. When we say withdraw, that is minus. When we say deposit, plus. Check, minus, and the balance is equal. Carry out the plan. After having these details, we're going to use the information by applying the working backward method. And that is, we're going to start from the balance going to the certain value. And that is, we're going to bring down 8,480, reverse of minus, that is plus 7,900, minus 12,450, plus 5,100 to get the value of X. This time, we're going to solve for X. So, simply, we're going to add 8,480 plus 7,900. And then, we're going to subtract it to 12,450 and finally add to 5,100 to get the value of X. Here we can do the simultaneous operation. We're going to add and here we're going to subtract. So 8,480 plus 7,900 is 16,380. Negative 12,450 plus 5,100, we have 7,350. And finally, 16,380 minus 7,350 is 9,030 pesos. So this is the certain amount of justice mark on May 8, 2022. Look back. In this part, we're going to check whether our answer is right or wrong by doing the checking. So let's do the checking here. Okay, let's put 9,030 minus the original equation is 5,100 plus 12,450 minus 7,900 equals 8,480. We're going to put question mark here so that because we don't know yet if it is right or wrong. Let's do the simultaneous operation here. So 9,030 minus 5,100 equals 3,930. While 12,450 minus 7,900 is 4,550. 50. Okay, so bring down addition. Now 3,930 plus 4,550 will yield an amount of 8,480, which means they are the same. Therefore, 9,030 pesos is correct. That is how we solve problem number 2. Problem number 3. An elimination of soccer tournament was organized. There were 218 teams, and so there were 109 matches in the first round of the tournament. In the second round, 109 winners as qualifiers remaining were paired, resulting in 54 matches. One qualifier received a bye, that is, did not have to fight in that round. The 55 qualifier teams remaining were then paired, and so on. Find the number of winner qualifiers in fifth round. Understand the problem. We understand that there are 218 teams and each team will be matched evenly given. We know that there are 218 teams which will be paired to each other, and so that has 109 matches. So let X be the number of winner qualifiers in fifth round. Devise a plan. In this problem, the best strategy to be applied is making a table which will show to us the number of rounds, matches, and winners. It's being stated in the problem that first round has 109 matches, and expectedly there will be 109 winners. Second round, 109, we will have the 54 matches, but the number of winner is 55. On the third round, we have 27 matches that has 28 winners. Using this information, let us try to think on how to get the number of winners on the fifth round. Simply, let's try to do the pattern. Here, 109 matches, the winner is 109. Then there will be next number of rounds is 54. Simply 109 divide 2, that is 54.5. The 0.5 here refers to the bye. So 54 plus 1 becomes 55 winners. The same as 55 divide 2, that is 27.5. The 0.5 here is again bye, which will add to the winners, so 27 plus 1 is 28. Carry out the plan. Using the information in this device plan, we're going to complete the rows as well as the column. So we have rounds, matches, and winners. Here, we're going to divide 28 by 2, and that is 14. Expectedly, if there are 14 matches, there will be an expected 14 winners. The same process, divide 2, we have 7. If there are 7 matches, expectedly there will be 7 winners. If we're going to continue it on the 6th round, so 7 divide 2, that is 3.5. In short, we can have 3 pairs, but the winner is 4 because of the 0.5. If we go further, 7, so divide 2, and that is 2. Expectedly, there will be 2 winners. And lastly, on the 8th round, we are able to determine who will be the champion among the 218 teams. And that is 1 pair. Therefore, expectedly, there will be 1 winner. So, in this problem, we are asked to find the number of winner qualifiers in 5th round. look back. Therefore, here, okay, there are 7 winner qualifiers after 5th rounds. This is how we solve problem number 3. Problem number 4. The Super Ferry ship is traveling 45 miles per hour north of the Philippines, while the Negros navigation ship is traveling 30 miles per hour west of the Philippines. What time will the two ships be 900 miles apart if they both depart from the same point at 2:16 p.m.? Understand the problem. We understand the problem by putting all the important details as follows. We knew that there are two ships which will be leaving the same point in a separate way or opposite direction at 2:16 p.m. Ferry is going to north with a rate of 45 miles per hour, while the Negros navigation is moving to west with a rate of 30 miles per hour. In this problem, we are asked to find the time which will these two ships be 900 miles apart. So let T be the time when two ships is 900 miles apart. Devise a plan. After evaluating and examining this problem, we come up with the best strategy, and that is using the drawing and the Pythagorean formula. We knew that Silver Ferry is heading northern part of the Philippines with a rate of 45 miles per hour, while the Negros navigation ship is moving towards the western part of the Philippines with a rate of 30 miles per hour. These two ships started their journey at 2:16 p.m. After a certain time, the two ships will be 900 miles apart. Definitely, this figure will show us that we can apply a Pythagorean theorem which states that c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Carry out the plan. We're going to use all the details on how we plan the problem. So let's now use the formula as follow. So we know c refers to 900 miles, so we can substitute as 900 square equals a square is, it could be Negros or it could be Ferry. In this case, we're going to use the Negros as our A. Okay, square plus 45 miles per hour. Since we are asked to solve for the time, we're going to put t inside of this parenthesis, 30t square, 45t square. That is this 900, and we're going to compute it. That is 900 t square plus square of 45 is 2025 t square. That is the 900. Okay, so 900 plus this, it becomes 2925 t square. Since we are asked to solve for t, then we're going to square root both sides. So we have square root of 900 square equals square root of 2925 t square. So cancel, so we have now 900. Here t, cancel the square of t. Then 2925 square root is 54.08, rounded up to the nearest hundreds. Then we're going to Divide both sides by 54.08 to get the value of t. And so, the t value here, or the time which these two ships will be 900 miles apart, is 16.64 hours. Okay, so let's convert 0.64 as minutes. So by simply multiply the 64 by 60 minutes, then we have 39 minutes. Round up the one's value so that we can have now 39 minutes. Therefore, if they started leaving the same point at 2:16 p.m., we're going to add it to the 16 hours and 39 minutes. We can have this time 6:55 a.m. How? From 2 p.m. to 12 a.m. we need 10 hours. So since 16 hours, we still have 6 hours. So just add it, we have 6 a.m. But there are 16 minutes and 39 minutes. Add it up, so we have now 55 a.m. Therefore, the time which these two ships will be 900 miles apart will be the next day at the time of 6:55 a.m. That is how we solve problem number 4.